Hello again. What are y'all doing? I thought I would make back-to-back-to-back videos because I don't know what occurred with my phone, but YouTube now decides. I don't know if it's a YouTube thing or my phone thing or how it works, but now my videos take hours on end to process. So I have like 4 videos that are processing, which means that people can't find them unless they look in a weird way. They can't just click on my channel. It's really weird. So it was doing it, then it stopped, and it was doing it again, and I don't know. It could be the new moon, it could be algorithms, it could be planetary, it could be general energies, it could be processing on my phone, although my phone is pretty brand new, so I don't think it's that. Um, Whatever, it doesn't really matter how it comes to be. We're working with it, and I thought that I might attempt to make another video and see who would show up now. Maybe a new batch, a new crew, a new set of people, a new, yeah, a new. I like the word. I like the name Agnew. So that's really it's a good name, Agnew. Kind of goes. Is Agnew more? I guess you can go. Is that a? That's more of a dude's name, I guess. Agnew. Spiro Agnew. That's a last name most of the time. Huh. Well, I'm just gonna babble on until somebody shows up, until anything starts to occur of any value. Um, and I'm also going to turn this into something else because I don't need any background music destroying my show. Because what do they say? I can do bad on my own. You know, I could screw that up on my own regards. Um, hmm. I seen this thing earlier today. Is it's about buying YouTube subscribers. I thought it was kind of funny. I was like, for $5 I can get 10 subs for $100. It was like a whole system. They were selling, and apparently they're saying it was actual real people. I don't know that they would necessarily watch the videos, but you'd get a sub and a comment or something. I mean, I already get it's weird. I already get comments from trolling accounts, but they're not trolling. I don't even understand why they're commenting. It's like, hey, great video, good to see you. Like, am I supposed to like say thanks, man, and come to your channel, and then realize like there's nobody really. Your channel's empty. There's like 100,000 subs on channels that don't have any. Let me try to explain something. It's like a channel with 100,000 subs that doesn't have any content. Do you know what a shell corporation is? Anybody know it? Corporate. I used to take business law and business. Quite an acumen in the business world. It's like a building. Are they building shell corporations within the YouTube community, and then people buy them, and they all like all these people you see that come out of nowhere. Like, where do they come from with their channel? Like, what are they talking about? And truth or channels? The flat earthers, the flat Earth cowboys. I don't know. But as I tend to enjoy the purple cat so much, we're gonna listen to this, and hopefully some people do show up. It's 3 minutes in, and it's always weird how the YouTube gives me a like I'll see a thumb up, and then sometimes I'll see someone show up, and then I'll get a comment, but it'll be 0 people there. I don't know how it works anymore. And in fact, YouTube set itself up differently, where like if I scroll down, instead of seeing my comments, I see a bunch of videos. They did this weird thing, and I was like, where'd my comments go? And then you got to click on a button. They're making things very unergonomic on purpose. I thought you know, the world was supposed to be becoming more ergonomic, meaning functionally sound, like functional movement patterns. So, which means things are supposed to become. And it's not easier. It's just more comfortable to function. And what I've noticed is, as as I've gotten more intelligent, instead of things becoming easier, they make things more difficult. Like I remember using a computer, I could push a button and shit would work. And now I have to do a bunch of things to make the things do the things that I want it to do. And I'm like, but why now do I have to spend more time doing before what I could have just hit one button and it would do the thing? do the damn thing. Because isn't that what technology is supposed to be used for? If I can remind people of who was it that said technology is supposed to be like, tools and technology are supposed to free up man's time so as to not be laboring in the fields, as it were. Maybe that's my quote. Maybe I'm just condensing a few different quotes. But to free up man's time as to not do mundane tasks. Yeah, I think that's kind of more of a way to look at it. So if you need to make a lot of something, what you do is you make a tool that can replicate something. Now, the replication of something to make like, okay, there's 50 people here. I'm not going to make singular things for 50 people. What I'll make is one cast. So that way, that die cast can print out something so everybody can have the same thing. So that way they're capable of using that. And there might be something that everybody needs to use, and everybody doesn't want, there's simple things that like you don't need to have specialized to be so fancy. Like it's everything's art. We get this, but there are some things that hey, if everybody needs one of these, it's easier to do it this way. Not everything should be like that. A lot of things should be specialized and artistic. There's some things, die casting forums are a good idea. And I think computers should have been and were for a long time one of those things. It was supposed to make light work of difficult tasks like mathematics. Remember how we used to use like you're gonna need to use this one day, and then all of a sudden somebody gave us a computer like a calculator, and that calculator did the job that would take a very long time for you to do. There's not too many people that can out math a calculator. So, I mean, unless you're without the tools, But the point is again, the tools are supposed to be put there to give you time to free up, so you can do the more joyous things. Imagine if you had to mow your lawn for 2 hours a day. You have less time to spend with your family, being creative, helping your children with whatever they're doing, and spending time with your wife and making beautiful things. But instead, we find ourselves doing things in these mundane tasks that these things that are supposed to make life more enjoyable are making it more complicated, complex, and not enjoyable. And people continue to persist in wanting to play into that folly. Which brings up the great divide of minimalism versus minimalism in a way is a maximizing of time to task ratio. Go ahead and write it down if you want. I just came up with that. But time to task ratio. It's like, how long does it take you to effectively produce whatever result you need, product or landscape or thought form. And if you have a giant field that needs a plowing, like what are you going to go there with a stick and just start? That wouldn't make any sense. What did your boy say? What your boy say about an axe? He said if he had to chop down a tree and he had 6 days to do it, he'd spend 5 days sharpening his axe. Abe Lincoln, was that guy? So he's saying to make his tool more proper. He said spend more time making the tool so that way it makes the job easier. And so what we've done is we continually just make subpar tools, and we've gotten to society where not only are we making tools less and less quality, it's making the job harder and harder. There was a while ago where people tried to make heirloom things you could pass on to another generation. They would build something and it would last. It would be functional for a long time. So they're making a very strong, solid tool that you never have to make the tool again, so it would get the job done. And now what they're doing is making the tools less and less, making the job harder and harder, so you have to buy another tool. How many times should you really have to buy a sword, a knife? You should have to buy one, ever. Unless you're a professional chef in a kitchen. Other than that, what do you need? How many knives do you need? How many, how many things, how many times should you have to buy a couch? Probably once. And then, maybe you have to, put fabric on it again. Maybe the leather gets a little, maybe, I don't know. Do you know how many people just buy the cheap IKEA furniture that they got to put together every 2 years because it breaks, falls apart, and the material's no good? This throwaway society and this throwaway culture. Why do we have landfills that are bigger basically landfills are skyscrapers. They've become, mansions of leftover goodies. Where we wouldn't have anything to throw away if we made quality things, quality material. But nobody wants quality. They want quantity. They want a lot of stuff. They don't want the good stuff. This is fun. 11 minutes in here. Not a person. Not a soul. Now, sometimes what happens is people do not get a jingling a dingle, a ding-a-ling-a-ling that I'm making a show so they don't show up. But 11 minutes in, usually that won't happen. Seems a little weird to me. Yeah. But what I'll do is, instead of making these long videos, I'm just gonna keep making short ones, like 10 minutes or so. See if that changes things for people. And again, as always, if any of these little delightful snippets have helped you in any way, or the longer ones that I made, feel free to find a way. It's very simple. If you look beneath in the description box, you can just slide me $1, $10, maybe 100, maybe a G note. I don't know. Whatever you got. Maybe you've seen enough. It's worth it to you now. Feel free to pay it forward, which is actually back to me, or give it to somebody else to give to me. Make it a little tiny little circle. whatever it may be. And even if you can't, I ain't even mad at you. It's just shit. It'd be nice if I get a little cash in my, and some people have, and I appreciate all of you, and you know who you are. I don't gotta tell you, you already know. You already know you're appreciated. But everybody else, here you go. I'm gonna make short videos and see what happens. Bye. And hey, wait, I'll just see if you are a person that I do know, the person that came in the room, you let me know, and I will sit here and have a chitty chat with you. If not, I'm gonna put this into the garbage can and make another video. I'm just gonna keep doing that until we amass enough people to produce a centrifugal force. Well, you have centrifugal and centrifugal. This would be centrifugal. See, one spits things out and one condenses and collects energy. And we can get to that idea as well. Maybe that'll be the next show. We'll call it centrifugal versus centrifugal force. It's the two twin vortexes of energetics. One is doing with how magnetism works, and one is electrical. Yeah. So come join me on the other side, because apparently you are not saying anything. See ya. Bye, guys.